Salutations, boys and girls. Here is our lesson for Cursive Capital S and Cursive Capital T. You will need your wipe-off board, your eraser, and of course, your dry erase marker. Get the materials that you need and pause the video. All right, welcome back, boys and girls. Let's go ahead and start off with writing our lines here. I'm going to make a line. Let's do this one here. And I will show you both Cursive Capital S and Cursive Capital T. So, starting with Cursive Capital S. Cursive Capital S looks nothing like printed letter S. And where we start printed letter S at the top and do this, Cursive Capital S starts at the bottom. We're going to start at the bottom. Remember, all cursive letters lean just a little bit, so they're not going to be standing up nice and straight like printed letter S. We will lean those letters just a little bit, okay? So starting at the bottom, we're going to curve up, and you're going to make a small loop on the top and a much bigger loop at the bottom. You're going to curve down and finish with that little wing on the bottom. Let's do a few more, boys and girls. Remember, start at the bottom, curve up to the top, make that smaller loop on the top and a bigger loop on the bottom. Complete it with that little wing. One more time. Here we go. Bottom, curve to the top and make a small loop at the top, make a bigger loop at the bottom, and the wing right there. Let's pause this video. Go ahead and do a few more right here on your board, and let's put a heart above the one that we like the best. Pause the video. Welcome back, boys and girls. Let's see. I'm going to finish up mine, and I will tell you which one I think I like the most. Which one of mine do you like the most? First, second, third, fourth, fifth, or sixth one? I have to say, I'm really liking all of them, but I'd say the very second one I think is my favorite. So I'm going to put a heart above that, and I'm going to remind myself that is what I want my S's to look like. Now let's go to the bottom line, and let's practice our cursive letter T. Now cursive letter T, like all cursive letters, lean a little bit, and unlike most cursive letters, we will be picking up our marker one time to complete this. So, there is the top of cursive letter T, and then there's the bottom of cursive letter T, and that's why we pick up our marker. So what we're going to do is we're going to start at the top. We're going to make a little loop. We're going to curve down, and then finish by going right back up to the top line. And there we go. We've got one part of letter T. We're going to pick up our marker. We're going to go to the middle of the letter T, and we're going to curve down, make sure it's leaning just a little bit, and that little wing, a little hook at the end, just like in letter S. And there we go. I've been told that this looks like a cursive letter J, but it really isn't. It's cursive letter T. Let's do a few more. Remember, loop at the top, down just a little bit, and pick it right back up again. In the middle, we're going to create the bottom part of letter T. One more time, follow along with me. Loop at the top, come down, go right back up, go into the middle, and curve down and the wing. Pause the video here and complete your cursive letter T's. Welcome back, boys and girls. So I'm going to complete my cursive letter T's. Let's see, I can probably fit one more here. Oh boy, I'd say my favorite one here is the first one. How about you? Which one did you like? Perfect, guys. Let's remind ourselves, this is what our cursive letter S should look like and our cursive letter T. And let's do some practice. So erase your board, and I'm thinking, starting with cursive letter S, there are two people in our class whose name begins with S. Can you think of them? Oh yeah, you got it if you said Serenity and Sebastian. So we're going to start ladies first with Serenity's name. All right. Now Cursive Capital S and Cursive Capital T do not connect. They do not connect. So we're going to start off with our biggest, best, most beautiful Cursive Letter S. Starting at the top of my page, at the top of my board, let's do Serenity's S. Remember, smaller loop on the top, bigger loop on the bottom, and make sure your letters are leaning just a bit. Letter E, R, E, N, I, she's got a long name, T, and Y, but it's okay. Better practice for us. Pause the video where you need to. Okay, let's move on to Sebastian's name. Now I did Serenity's name in purple, so I think I'll do Sebastian's name in green. You guessed it right. Leave a little space because we're going to connect the letters. And let's do Sebastian's name. Remember, bigger loop on the top, smaller loop on the bottom, and give it that little wing here. Sebastian's name is pretty long too, so get ready. Here we go. E, cursive letter B, A, S, T, I, A, and N. There we go. And let's pause if you need to. And if you're ready to move on, well, then let's move on. Here we go. Serenity, starting with you. We're going to connect your name. Remember, cursive capital S does not connect. Here we go. S, and then E, R, E, N, don't pick up your marker, I, T, Y, go back and dot your I, cross your T. Finish up Serenity's name, and if you need to pause the video, go ahead and do so. So how'd we do? Serenity, what do you think? Did we do good? I hope so. I hope it meets your approval. Okay, here we go. Let's do Sebastian's name. Sebastian, we're going to switch back to green. Now the only weird connection here is where the B and the A are going to connect. Remember, A is going to start up here because that's where B ends. All right, here we go. S, remember, does not connect. And we'll go right into E. B, don't pick up your marker. A, remember not to do that roller coaster on that A. S, T, I, A, and N. Cross your T, dot your I. Just pause if you need to. Sebastian, what do you think? All right, I hope we did well, sir. Nice job, boys and girls. Very well done. And if you'd like to pause again to do their name one more time, go for it. Otherwise, let's erase. And let's practice cursive letter T. And for the word I'm thinking of, we're going to be practicing cursive letter T and cursive letter S, our two new cursive letters. Can you think of which two letters we're going to do, or what word we're going to do? That begins with T and begins with cursive capital S? Well, you are right. If you said, it's Team Santos, of course. Team Santos. So let's erase our board. And I'm going to do mine in orange. Team Santos. Remember that cursive capital T, you'll have to pick up your marker one time. There we go. And cursive capital T is like cursive capital S. They do not connect. No connection. So all the other letters will connect. E, A, and M for team. This is where we're going to pick up our marker again because it's a brand new word. Bigger loop on the top, smaller loop on the bottom for Santos. Remember, cursive capital S does not connect. So Santos, we're just going to do N, T, O, and S. All right, you guys. Our only weird connection here is where O and S begin. So where O ends, S will begin right up here. So we're basically not going to do this whole entire line. We're not even going to write that line. We're just going to start S right here. Okay? And you're going to see just what I mean. Here we go. Team Santos time. If you need to pause the video so you can catch up, go ahead and do so. All right, guys, here we go. Cursive capital T, your very best cursive capital T. Remember, pick up your marker and complete the T. It will not connect with the word team, so we're going to write it right next to it. And then Santos is a new word, so I'm going to make a space and make my cursive capital S, big loop, small loop on top, big loop on bottom. And it does not connect to the rest of the letters, so I'm going to go with the rest of my name. T. Now here it is. Remember, it's not a roller coaster, so stop at the top, go back down and around to complete letter O, and then this is where we're going to start letter S. Right here. We're not going to do this part right here. Go down and S. You see how there's a little gap right here? Cross your T. And if you need to pause, go right ahead. So how'd you do, guys? I know it. You did awesome. Wonderful job. Erase your board. And looking at today's homework, we see our cursive packet has cursive capital S here, where you will practice capital S and lowercase s, seals, sight, ships, and Sarah studies science. So make sure you complete those sentences, and then cursive capital T is on the back. 2 turtles trade toys, trains toot 2 times. All right. Okay, boys and girls, have fun with your new cursive letters, and I will see you for your next video. Have a wonderful day!